All right, y'all. Welcome to more tots. You feel me? More tots. It's been only a minute since we actually did a stream, so I mean that's gonna be fantastic. Um, you know, I always find it very refreshing to react to stuff and be on stream and just do stupid shit. But that's just me. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, we're gonna react to some clips and videos. Right now we're going to react to the Black Panther trailer. Have you seen it? You haven't seen it? Okay. Um, I've seen it a couple times. Cause I'm honestly getting very tired to the people saying like stupid shit when it's clearly like visible in the trailer. Like that's not what it is. But I mean, it is what it is. People have their own ideas, their own theories, their own opinions. But regardless of the fact, we're going to go ahead and we're gonna watch this trailer. We're gonna give our opinions, and then you know point out things that we see, things that we don't see, and shit like that. So let's go ahead and get right. Actually, I mean, whatever. Fuck it. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. You can see it. Little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be. I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything? Okay, so that was essentially the, the trailer, right? Um, so to essentially break down this a little bit, in this very beginning part, this is you remember her?
That's the girl that he was in love with or supposed to be in love with.
Yes. Okay. So, they're so basically, obviously, they're Wakandan. They're supposed to be based off of like African tribe and stuff. The the there's going to be an opponent on the other side, which you if you saw and paid attention to, the opponent
they were like in the water.
They're in the water. So basically, the dude that's coming from the water, I'm trying to see if I can find one with his face in it. Okay, I'll find it later. His name is Namor. They're supposed to be Atlanteans. So like people who breathe underwater. That's why if you notice when they were on the bridge and they were fighting, the people that were in blue, not even on the bridge, just in general, the people that are in blue when they're above the water, they have this mask thing on their face. That's because they can't breathe air, so they have a mask which is inside his water to help them breathe. But he's half Atlantean, half human, so he's a mutant or hybrid. So he's allowed to breathe both. Um, but essentially, um, those people who like the Atlanteans, they're gonna be based off of like Mayans, like the people with the sun clock, and these types of like they have pyramids too, but their pyramids look a little different. Like you ever seen like these pyramid type? Yeah, so that's their background. So this part right here is essentially I think they said like a first maybe like 15 maybe 20 minutes of the movie is going to be contributing to Chadwick Boseman, his passing, and the fact that they're not going to replace his character or re how do they say it? Recast his character. They're just gonna continue on like he literally died in a movie or whatever. So this is supposed to be his funeral. Um, like even when they walk down, that's his funeral. And then if you, I think even in a part of it, like when they're walking, like this is his sister, this is his mom, and if you zoom in, they're holding his helmet, symbolizing like they're can't like kind of like someone's ashes, like they're carrying him to do whatever. So that's gonna be like the first 15 minutes or so. Um, and then they kind of get into
So does she become Black Panther? Like, is she the next Black Panther?
um,
Because I know there were rumors about that at some
and
point.
there's still rumors about who it is. I believe that she is. I know for a fact like the Black Panther from this point on is going to be a woman. It's not going to be a male anymore. Some people still think that it's going to be a male. Some people believe that it's going to be Michael B. Jordan coming back and then he's going to become Black Panther. But I will explain why I completely disagree with that hypothesis or with that theory. So that was the funeral and etc. Another big point is I'm pretty sure when you said that you saw like the words and stuff, you were talking about where is it? You were talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, they this is another thing that they did to tribute um
Him, I
to
know
him and
that.
stuff.
That was what the one girl was saying.
Um, then this is the mom, and then when you hear the person talking like in the back about like my family, that's her doing her speech or whatever. Um, and then there's this birthing part. So this birthing part right here.
Is that well, who's pregnant? One and two.
So this birthing part is the Atlantean people. So that's Namor. That's who's going to be essentially the opponent or the antagonist of the movie. That's his essentially birthing. So basically his story is very similar to um Aquaman, like
Yeah,
his
that's what I was
parents.
saying. It's giving me Aquaman vibes
Yes,
where
but
his
essentially
mom was human and his. I mean,
I think the
no, actually, his dad, Aquaman's dad, is human, and then his mom is from
somewhere else from
the
a
ocean.
land. Yes, essentially it's the same thing, but he was the original story, and then Aquaman came after him. So, um, but just watching this over, like I was watching, and it seemed like the way that it was showing was seeming as if like it seems like they're saying like the mom is going to be because I think in his original story it's also his dad who's normal, and then the mom is Atlantic. But I think the mom here is Atlantic. I don't know. I know the mom is human. To me, this seems like another human person, but obviously by like the clothes, he's supposed to be like Atlantic. But I just realized like watching this, there's another person. So
That okay? That's not the dad who's delivering the baby. That's more so like in like old times there was a doctor who would travel from like house to house it's kind of like, back in the day, it's like that one old lady who would help deliver all the
All the
babies.
babies. Yeah.
So
And
it's
that's
probably
what I
something
thought
similar
too.
like that.
But I've never like, and I think for a lot of people, no one's caught this until, I mean, most likely some people have caught it, but this is literally the first time that I'm catching this.
I was too focused on the water birth part just because um you don't see a lot of women in movies who are in upright position. In a lot of movies they're always laying back on their back, which is proven when you're giving birth that you want to go along with gravity to kind of help that. In water births, especially, around like dolphins and stuff like that, are supposed to be scientifically proven. It's supposed to be very relaxing, and it helps the body. Dolphins have like very good capabilities with helping with contraction, so it is a natural way. Um, but that is a wonderful position on giving birth vaginally. Of course, we know there's other ways.
Yeah, so I don't know about you, but to me this is definitely like two people, because this
So
is
I feel like
this is
dad was
definitely
kind
the
of like
mom right here,
around, but
and
I
there's
think
another there's a dude right here.
you didn't realize the dude right
No,
here.
I didn't notice
Okay,
this dude
so
right here.
when you go forward again and you see him holding the baby, there's a guy next to mom
Yeah,
looking.
yeah, I
So
that's
I
the
feel
part that
like
I was talking about.
that's mom and dad.
No, I don't think so anymore. I don't think so anymore, because I think whoever this dude is, or however he's connected to, well, I mean, I don't know, because they're supposed to. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say, because this is definitely she. This person's pasty. She's pasty, but the people who live in Atlantic is supposed to be blue.
Maybe they're only blue when they come above water.
I don't think it works like that, but we'll
I don't know.
figure more. But this dude, I think, is the person that comes up behind her and holds her at like. But the name where the guy has to be of sight, like one of his parents have to be like of high status, because he becomes like prince or king of like Atlantis or something. So I don't know, but there's definitely like three people in this shot right here for
Yeah,
sure.
and a
Cool.
baby or a
And
fake
a baby.
baby.
Um. So this is Namor when he gets older. Um.
People riding whales.
People riding whales.
They're not mermaids.
No, they're
Definitely not
definitely
mermaids.
humanoids. There's a whole theory about why this boat is here and what's happening here, but that's about a whole different character, and I mean, it's an Easter egg. I don't really want to get too much into that. Um,
I'm
I
confused
don't
on
think,
the boat thing.
huh?
I'm confused on why they have a boat out in the ocean.
So basically, what I guess the story is supposed to say is like something happened to cause the Atlanteans to start attacking um the Wakandans. Like something occurred.
Yeah,
Some
like
people may think.
in Aquaman, there was a part that was said that human wars are human wars, but don't call on like the people from the sea or the gods from the sea to kind of like help out when like there's pollution going on.
I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Um,
I think it has
but
some.
I mean, in that movie, that was like one of the guys' reasons for not wanting to help.
No, this is strictly like something happened in the ocean that caused them to come attacking. Like
Mm.
like someone tried to do, so basically what they're saying is like some people think
Somebody
like
dropped a goddamn bomb in the water.
some people think that the Atlanteans also have vibranium, So they went to sea to go looking for vibranium, which caused the Atlanteans to think of it as an attack. So they just attacked. But there's a dude that's all behind this, and he's another character in the Marvel, but that's a whole different thing. But I don't think what's happening here is on the boat. I don't think that's what's happening here. But I think like the boat has something to do with something, and then I'm pretty sure this is another scene from something else. Um, at least that's what I think. So this moment right here, a lot of people think is like you know how in the first one like they would eat the heart shaped herb and then they would go to the next level of reality of like their ancestral plane.
Yeah.
Some people think that's what's happening here because she according to the comics like she didn't eat a natural herb, like she created her own in a lab and then took it, and then so they think it's like a side, like it's still doing the same thing but it's like a different effect because it's not natural from the planet. Which is why like there's water and fire. But people keep saying like there's a correlation between her and Michael B. Jordan because when Michael B. Jordan did his, there was fire. He burnt the whole shit. Now there's fire for hers and a whole bunch of other stuff. So people try to connect that too. This character right here, she's going to be essentially the next Iron Man. Um, her name is Ironheart. They have like a Disney Plus thing that's gonna happen for her. So at some point we're gonna be watching Ironheart and watching a Black Iron Girl flying around. So, um, but I think they're right now in Wakanda.
This makes me excited for when we have daughters, because it's like my son can be Iron Man and my daughter can be Ironheart, and we can be just Iron family,
I
yay!
guess. I think they said like this happened like back in the old times because of the stuff that's around. I guess something happened, but yeah, I don't know. Something's going on. Uh, this is the dude from the last time. He's massive. I didn't realize like how tall and big this guy is until I seen like a clip of like him standing with it. He's like the tallest dude there. Like he has to be like 6'5", 6'7" or some shit. Like he's massive. Um, something happens. She talks with like all the government people. That's why they're all sitting right there. This is back to a clip of the child's funeral. She's talking to people. They're attacking. That's her symbolizing her doing Ironheart. I think they said like her final suit is gonna be made of vibranium. But we don't know yet. This is definitely a fight in Wakanda. They're fighting in Wakanda. I think she's a traitor. Because a part of me feels like something with her is going to be why the Atlanteans attacked Wakanda. She's
hold on. Who was it? Was it the? Let me see her face again.
it wasn't the black girl from the last one. This is a whole different girl.
Okay.
I can try to put it in slow motion and see if I can pause it at the right time. But it's a whole different woman.
Oh yeah,
I think the bald headed girl from the last one is back here, because of the thing that she got on.
yeah.
This is, yeah, this person's completely different.
We seen her in another movie though.
I'm gonna put it in slow mo. We've seen her in another movie.
I think.
Yeah, this is a completely different woman. Um, but I'm pretty sure I can find her face and whatever. Um, yeah, I think like all the ones wearing blue are like traitors because of something. Cause like or maybe not. I don't know, but I think they're traitors because of something happens that caused them to come to land, Wakanda. They end up flooding all of Wakanda, like a whole everybody essentially, almost everybody dies. It's like supposed to kill people. This is the girl. This is Shuri, his sister. Something's going down to the point where they're having like a chase down or something. This is basically the face of the guy who's gonna be the opponent. Some attack. She's crying for something. Um, thank you. Yeah, so like all of this is supposed to be based on like Mayan stuff. That's them fighting. So this is the new Black Panther suit.
That's obviously a woman.
Uh, I would believe so.
I think on build that's
But a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, there's gold and the fire and the song that plays at this exact moment and stuff like that." They keep trying to find a way to connect it to Killmonger. Um, I definitely don't think like it's Killmonger. I definitely think it's a woman. One, because of the the story plot that's on here. It's completely connected to a comic book, and in that comic book, the sister Shuri becomes Black Panther. Two, this thing right here, right on her arm, has been shown in the last movie, and the only person to have this was Shuri, and I have proof that I can pull up to show. And for all the people that's watching this, Shuri is the only person in the movies to ever have Panthers on her goddamn hands.
on her body.
Like this, like this is well, that's not actually from the actual. Well, I don't think that's from the actual movie, but she's the only person to have anything Panther related on her goddamn hands. And it's to me, it looks literally the same Panther. So for them to be like, oh no, like it's like, first of all, this is a small goddamn person. This person is skinny as hell. Look how small this goddamn wrist is.
That looks like a female build to me though.
So
if that's a man, he built like a woman. But I honestly I feel like that's a woman. I feel like that's a woman's. That's a female body.
The only two people I can possibly
ass is too assing.
The only two people I think that it could possibly be is Shuri, because of the build, and two, the fact that Shuri, for some reason, Shuri likes putting Panthers on her goddamn hands, and two, the girl that he was madly in love with from before. That's the only two people. Other than that,
but I thought the Black Panther was only like, it was only like a family thing.
You are correct. So Shuri's the only person that
like,
could possibly,
like King. Well, no, I mean.
Well, no, that's not actually
I would
true.
say, because he said that it was his dad passed it down to him, and his dad, like it's like a generational bloodline thing.
Yes and no. And the reason why I say that is because even though it that's how they do it, whoever,
it could change.
The only reason why I say that it doesn't is because of the reason why they do the ritual combat thing of, like, people come and fight. Like, the gorilla dude came and fight for that title, and he has nothing to do with the bloodline. He's just one of those people. So I feel like whoever takes that ancestral herb or the heart-shaped herb has the ability to have those abilities, essentially. So that, but it just happens that they just keep going to the family. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's the sister. But everybody might agree or disagree or whatever the fuck. So that is the